Imagine what it must feel like to be rejected from the very people that are supposed to love you unconditionally. Think about how hard of a decision it is to make to leave your home and everything that you know, because the idea of being out on the streets is safer than staying home and being abused. I'm here today to shed light upon a nonprofit organization called the Hippie Foundation, which dedicates themselves to bringing awareness and aid to homeless youth in America to ensure their safety. Did you know that approximately 1.6 million youth in America go homeless each year, and 40% identify as LGBT? Of these 1.6 million, 25% have been either previously physically or sexually abused at home, left with nowhere to stay, and nearly 1 in 3 transgender homeless youth get turned away from a shelter every night. These 1.6 million and counting are the future of America. If a change does not occur, and fast, our nation will be left with only a small number of people that can take care of it and ensure that it will prosper properly. The youth today are one of the most educated and diverse people in the nation, and it is up to us to ensure that they stay educated and safe so that they can help aid our country. According to a study published by www.covenanthouse.org, approximately 40% of homeless people in America are under the age of 18. That's a staggering amount. These youth aren't even legally an adult, and yet they're left with the task of providing for themselves and sometimes even for their siblings. Youth today go homeless for many different reasons, but a lot of the times it's for who they are. According to www.safehorizon.org, 40% of homeless youth identify as LGBT, and family rejection is one of the common reasons that LGBT youth in America go homeless at some point in their life. It is more likely that a youth that identifies as lesbian, gay, bisexual, or transgender will be left homeless. Of this 40%, many have made the decision to leave home on their own because life back there was too much for them to handle and they couldn't take the abuse. According to HappyHippieFoundation.org, 25% of homeless youth in America were previously physically or sexually abused. Homeless youth are on their own, with no idea of where they're going to lay their head at the end of the night, and nearly 1 in 3 transgender homeless youth are turned away from a shelter every night. Statistics like these are way too high, and unless a change is made, they're only going to continue to increase. Youth shouldn't be shunned simply because of who they are. By donating to the Happy Hippie Foundation, a change can be made. A cash donation can be made to the Happy Hippie Foundation, or one can show their support by purchasing some apparel from their website, which all proceeds go to helping homeless youth in America. Each donation provides the homeless youth with an education, support, and employment opportunities. The Happy Hippie Foundation is just one of thousands of nonprofit organizations dedicated to helping homeless youth in America, and I encourage each and every one of you to go educate yourselves on several of them, because it's amazing what a small donation can make. It's shocking that as many as 1.6 million youths each year go homeless, and on top of that, to make it even harder, 40% identify as LGBT and aren't accepted for who they are. 25% of these 1.6 million were at one point either physically or sexually abused at home, left with nowhere to go. And like I said before, 1 in 3 transgender are turned away from a homeless shelter that's supposed to dedicate themselves to creating a place to stay. I hope that I have informed you about how great the Happy Hippie Foundation is and how much of an impact a small donation can go. This nonprofit organization helps aid the homeless youth in America that cannot support themselves. If you didn't find this presentation beneficial, I encourage you to at least go home and do some research on homeless youth in America and educate yourselves on how big of a small donation can make. Think about your children. Would you want them out on the streets because of a lifestyle that they did not choose? Thank you.